Virgos, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for July 4th through the 10th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so Virgo, this week, let's go ahead and have a look at your ruler Mercury, who is forming a few aspects here this week, starting here on Tuesday with Mercury trining up to Neptune. So first of all here, Mercury's at the top of your chart, and on Monday you're going to have a new beginning, a new moon here at the top of your chart in the 10th house. So new things are unfolding for you in regards to perhaps your career, your productive life, the big picture things in your life. So great to set new intentions with this here around Monday, and this could be intentions for the next 30 days, also for the next 6 months to a year, which is this solar cycle. So that's great. Also new beginnings with you in many ways too, with this new moon conjoining up to your ruler Mercury there in the 10th. And great to be gaining energy through that big picture, productive or career stuff as well. So with that though, here on Tuesday, Mercury trining up to Neptune could be easy going with all of that. Maybe in the routine and the everyday level, which is Neptune in the 6th house, which has been showing you the importance of detachment there in the work sphere, so a detachment could come perhaps quite easy here on Tuesday. Now this middle part of the week is going to have Mercury combust the Sun. Now it's nothing new, this happens roughly about 6 times a year, but it's important in that your ruler goes behind the Sun, and this is where the Sun energy takes dominance. So this is where there's energy, there's passion, and you're masked behind all of that. So if you're feeling a lot of that energy and passion, it is very important to be as centered as you can with it, to have that awareness, especially with things like communication and that kind of stuff, the mind really, which is that Mercury energy, and things relating to yourself. All right, have that extra attention of self-awareness, I think can really go a long ways. And in that way, you could be gaining some insight, in fact, about career stuff. But if it's very energetic, I think that centeredness can help keep everything nice and grounded. Now that combustion is going to be opposing up to Pluto, who's down here in your 4th house. So this is the classic example of, while there's a lot of concentration of energy right now in the career or future oriented area of your chart, Pluto down here in your 4th is the reminder about the importance of home life or your personal life, your health even too. And so I think finding that balance, striking that balance here this week, I think will be very important there. So that's going to be your ruler. Now I want to say too, over the weekend, starting on Friday in particular, Mercury will be sextiling up to Jupiter. So there could be, again, easygoingness perhaps with that, because Jupiter in your north node had been in that 12th house of surrender, faith, and trust. Should be plenty of opportunities, I think, to connect to either the spiritual dynamics of life or the deep psychological levels of yourself, and see where you can have more of that peace and tranquility, which I think to a degree, particularly around Friday, could possibly be an opportunity to do that. All right, so that's regarding yourself this week. Regarding relationships, this is seen by that Jupiter who rules that 7th house of yours. So Jupiter over the weekend, sextiling up to Mercury and the Sun. It's an opportunity, I think, something there that could be about the productive life, maybe some of you meeting people through the career front or the big picture stuff, or just taking it easy over the weekend. Again, perhaps getting some of that R&R could be directly supportive to what is continuing to cultivate with that productive stuff. All right, so that's going to be regarding relationships there. Now, in terms of your work, this is also seen by Mercury. So this is the things that are unfolding, the career stuff, new beginnings with all of this. All right, that combustion, extra attention too when it comes to the work stuff Wednesday and Thursday, because again, that Sun energy could be taking the forefront, and although there's insight, it's good to take it nice and slow with all that. All right, so big area there, the work area. Now regarding finances, this is seen by Venus, and so Venus is forming a few aspects here this week. She's going to be trining up to Mars here around Wednesday and Thursday, so there's this supportive energy, I think, with what motivates you with your values in life. Maybe a lot of you have recently found out last week or maybe even this week that there's some things that motivate you about the financial life or the values in your life. And so it's a great time now with Mars direct in the 2nd house to pursue these values, to take action, take energy towards cultivating those finances or other things you value in life. And I think that's very supportive here with that trine up to Venus this early part of the week. Now I do want to say though, with that, this Wednesday and Thursday time, Venus will be squaring up to Uranus. So on another level, if you are feeling a bit of that irritability or wanting to break through, break free kind of energy, Maybe that's involving relationships or something. But definitely here on the financial level, I think just bringing extra attention to it, staying centered with it, watching any rash decisions, I think will be important. But there's something to listen to, something to maybe break free or make some change with there, with your values and or relationships. All right, so that's that. One thing too, actually, with your finances, is that Venus is going to go into your 11th house midweek, so you'll likely notice this shift of where right now you are certainly enjoying or could be enjoying more of the big picture stuff in your life and future things. Venus going into the 11th is more of the aspirations. So you could be connecting to future things with your values, future financial things or whatnot, which I think could be good considerations, considering the fact that all these fast-moving planets are going to start to go into that 11th house, which is about the income that you derive from your productive efforts of that 10th house. All right, but that's going to be going into next week, but maybe something to connect to there and reflect on the second half. All right, so that's those key areas. Now, regarding the overview, we've pretty much covered it. New beginnings with the career stuff, big picture things, both in the short term and the long term for you. New beginnings with yourself in many ways, because it's all very much associated with what's going on in that career front. And again, the combustion, Mercury and the Sun, insight coming in through that centeredness and balanced, I think, balanced approach, I think can go a long ways. All right, so Virgos, hope you guys have an awesome week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next week.